Hi there and welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and if you didn't know me already, I love everything about skincare, makeup and beauty, and today I wanted to share with you my current updated hair wash routine using the Elvive Moisture Boosting Shampoo with Hyaluronic Acid, and obviously the conditioner and the mask and a few other things that I will share with you so that my hair can stay nice and healthy. Yeah, so I'm gonna share that with you. Maybe there's something that you're interested in seeing. Maybe you wanna see my review about this range, and maybe you just wanna see how I go about how I wash my hair so that I can have, you know, nice and healthy hair. So if you're interested in seeing that, please keep on watching. But before, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me. There's a lot of people watching my videos who are still not subscribed. So please take the time to subscribe to my channel. Also give me a like so that I know that you like this type of content. And also don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, where I post a few other bits, a little bit also about my personal life if you're wanting to get to know me a little more. And I think that's about it for the intro, so let's get started. Okay, before I go ahead and talk about my hair wash routine and all the products that I'm using, I think it's important that you know a few things. First of all, my hair type. My hair type is very thin, but I have a lot of hair. And I also do not color my hair. It's important you know these things because depending on your hair texture and whether you process it like with tints and hair dyes and things like that, the hair can be different, can respond different to different products and different shampoos and all these kind of things. It's important that you know that. Also, I live in London, and I think the environment also plays a huge factor in terms of the quality of the hair. So it's important to note those things. I live in London. The weather here is not extremely dry, but it's very polluted. And I also have hard water. So hard water can affect the quality of the hair as well. The other thing I wanted to point out is that I'm filming this video on a Friday. I usually try to film on Saturdays because Friday is actually the day that I wash my hair. I usually tend to wash my hair on Mondays and Fridays. So I wash my hair twice a week. Sometimes I can skip and do maybe Tuesday and then Saturday instead of Monday and Friday. And my hair is disgusting, so I'm gonna show a clip away of how my hair is looking, but my hair is actually really disgusting, and I hope that the video is not picking up on how greasy it is, especially here at the back. I tried to pin my hair up so that I could have some decent curls or waves for this video. I can share that with you some other time. Just, you know, trying to so that my hair looks decent, because the video is about my hair wash routine. So I wanted my hair to be the nicest possible for this video. Okay, so let's get into the hair wash routine per se, and I'll stop rambling, and hopefully I haven't lost you yet. So I have been doing this for a few years, and one thing that I've incorporated in my routine, my hair wash routine, is to use some sort of scalp exfoliating treatment or product. At the moment, I'm using this one from the Inkey list, which is the Salicylic Acid Exfoliating Scalp Treatment. I've used the one with glycolic acid, and I've been really enjoying this. I find that this is really important to help remove a little bit of the excess buildup, but also because I do have an oily scalp, which is one of the things that I forgot to mention before. I also have oily scalp. I have a very oily scalp, and I cannot do, I can't go for a week without washing my hair. I just can't. It's just too much. I can wash my hair twice a week, so that I can do. But more than, going for longer periods, it's very difficult because my hair is very greasy. And then I do other things that's gonna help me so that I can go 3-4 days without washing my hair. So one of the things I do is use a scalp exfoliating treatment. And this, I use it before I actually get into the shower. So you're supposed to put it on and leave it on at least for maybe 10 minutes or so. I don't really calculate the time. So whenever I'm ready and I know that I'm gonna be going into the shower soon, I just start applying my stuff and sort of getting ready, so that in 10 or maybe even up to half an hour, I think I've left this for even up to half an hour, and I think it's fine. It doesn't really burn my scalp, but you be cautious if you're using something like this. I find that this is really helpful. I have only started using this one recently. I was using the glycolic acid one, which I really enjoyed, but I think why I wanted to use this one with salicylic acid, because salicylic acid is a little bit better in the sense that it's not only going to exfoliate the surface of the scalp, but it's also going to exfoliate like deeper in the sense that it's going to remove some of the oil buildup, and it's also going to help balance the oil production in the scalp. So that's why I decided to try this one with salicylic acid, and I think it's going to be really great in the long run. So after I apply my Scalp Exfoliating Treatment, I then move on to doing something else that I've recently started doing. Actually, I've been doing it for a while, but kind of like on and off. There are days that I do it and there are times that I forget to do it. And that's also another thing that I do before getting in the shower, and is to put some oil on the length of my hair and all the way to the ends. So I've been using this oil, which is coconut milk anti-breakage serum from the brand OGX. And what this is supposed to do before you wash your hair is, because water can be very damaging to the hair. It makes the hair kind of swell, and it makes it more vulnerable to break and to get split ends and all these kind of things. So I've learned this from YouTuber Abby Young, which hopefully I will link her video that she talks about hyaluronic acid in hair care. I'm going to try and link her video because I think it's relevant to this one. And she's just amazing. She's very, very expert in hair care, and I've learned a lot from her. And I've started doing this because another thing I forgot to share with you is that I'm like in a hair growth journey. My hair, this for me is short. The length of my hair is very short at the moment, and I think it's been a really long time since I had it this short. The truth is that I feel, because I'm not a doctor, I'm just speculating. I had COVID last year, and then I got ill like 6 months after I had, I don't know if it was COVID again or if it was a really strong flu. I don't know. I just know that I got really ill. And the other thing is that I was really stressed during that time. And it's actually very well known that stress can contribute to the health of your hair. So if you're very stressed, it can affect your hair, maybe have more fall, maybe it can break, it can make it more weak. And also stress can also, lead to mineral and vitamin deficiencies in the body, as far as I understand. And I believe that most certainly, because I had COVID, I got ill very, not so long after I had COVID. And then I was in a period that I was really, really stressed. I know that just weakened my hair. So I wasn't necessarily seeing a lot of hair fall, but I just felt a lot of breakage, little tiny bits of hair breaking, and I still do feel that. So that's something that I'm still working on improving. But I just started noticing that my hair just felt a lot more thinner. And that is actually a way that one of the scientists here also on YouTube, but she's mostly on Instagram. She's a Venezuelan lady, just like me. And she is a proper chemist, formulator, or she's a scientist, let's round it up like that. And she was the one who explained this, that it's not just about the amount of hair that you're seeing fall, but it's how you feel your hair. If you're feeling it really much thinner, then there is more likely to be hair loss, because you can't really tell by just a bunch of hair that you have, like when you brush your hair, if you actually do have a hair loss issue, because we all shed, and it's very different from one person to another. I have a lot of hair, but I don't shed as much as my husband. My husband has a lot more hair. He has much thicker hair, and he has long hair, by the way, and he sheds like a dog. So there's hair everywhere. Wherever he goes, there's like a bunch of hair. But he still has a lot of hair, but that's because that's how his hair is. So everybody's different in that sense. But anyway, bottom line is that since then, I've been on a journey trying to grow my hair. And one of the things that you want to not do if you actually want your hair to grow really long is you don't want to be cutting your hair so often. But if you have split ends, you might want to cut your hair. So the idea here is to prevent as much as possible the damage of my hair and to get split ends, so I don't have to go and cut my hair. allowing my hair to grow longer. And the way to do it is by using oil that's going to work as a barrier, and it's going to protect you when you're washing your hair, so that the water doesn't get in so much into the split ends and cause breakage and all these other issues. So I don't know if I'm explaining this properly, and I hope you can understand that. You know, this is really early for me in the morning. I'm trying to get this video filmed because I can't film tomorrow. I have guests coming over, so I'm trying to get this video out before I start my workday. And I've been using this. I can't tell so far if it's been really helpful, but the idea of using this, I think, is genius. And I think that, you know, it doesn't leave my hair any more oily than it is, because I only use it like to the mids, to the ends, and I do it before I wash my hair, so 10 minutes before, and that's just gonna help so that the surfactants or the, you know, the movement of from scrubbing my hair, and that the water does not cause any more harm in my hair. Especially because this is the oldest part of your hair, and this is the part that, you know, needs a special attention. You don't want to be causing any further damage to your ends, and this is why I've been using this hair oil. And I hope I'm not rambling too much, but anyway, this is what I've been using. And after I use these things, so the Scalp Exfoliating Treatment, and I put this oil, I do brush my hair a little with a wide comb. I do brush my hair so that I don't have to brush my hair in the shower, because I was doing this before. I'm gonna try and make my old hair routine, my hair wash routine. But I was like, when I was in the step that I was applying conditioner or a hair mask, I would brush my hair with a wide comb, and the thing is that your hair, when it's wet, it's the most vulnerable, especially if you have sort of fine and straight hair. When you have coily and curly hair, it's different. It's actually better for people that have curly and coily hair to brush their hair or comb it when they have wet hair. But for people like me, it is not so good, because hair, when it's wet, is the most vulnerable, and it can lead to other issues. And although I was using a conditioner and mask that kind of helps kind of lubricate so that it won't pull and tug on the hair, I still feel like I want to stop doing that, and just to minimize as much as possible any breakage on my hair, to really dive into this routine, so that to see if I can get the most benefits, right? So instead of brushing my hair or combing it in the shower, I do it before, when the hair is still dry, and when I have the oils, which is also going to allow to detangle the hair a little better. So I do that before I get in the shower, and that way, after I wash my hair is, I would think, less tangly when I need to actually brush my hair. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, after this, I hop into the shower, and once a week, I like to use what is called a micellar shampoo, or a detox shampoo, or a clarifying shampoo. At this moment, I'm using this one from Christines, which is called the Scalp Purifying Micellar Shampoo. So this is one that's just going to help to kind of do a deep cleanse and remove buildup. And as I already pointed out, I do like using these kind of products because I have oily scalp. I use a lot of dry shampoo. I live in a very polluted city, and I have hard water. So for me, using a product like this once a week is again going to be really helpful for the scalp. And the way I also use this is that I also like to do what is called a double cleanse or double shampoo. So the days that I'm using this one, this is going to be my first shampoo. And by the way, I also have a video talking or reviewing Christines' product. And I haven't used all of her products, but I have used quite a few of them. So I have that video. I have part 1 and part 2. So if you want to check it out to learn about them, this one is really good. I find it to be like clarifying enough, but without stripping my scalp. And it's really a nice one. It's a very nice one to use. In the US, you have the clarifying one. I want to try that one because I wonder if it has any difference from this one. This one is a micellar one, and there in the US, she has the clarifying one, which comes in a different packaging. I wonder if there's any differences from these two. Anyway, once a week I do my first cleanse with a micellar shampoo, and then the other day that I don't use the micellar shampoo, I will just use my shampoo twice. So then I go in with my shampoo. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the L'Oreal Elvive Moisture Boosting Shampoo with hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid has just been like so trendy in the past few years. Like, it's the miracle ingredient on everything. So they're adding it also to shampoos and things like that. Which is fine. Not that I am an expert and chemist formulator, but I just know that they're, you know, it's being hyped. They're using it as a marketing strategy as well, which is fine. You know, anyway, this is the shampoo I've been using, and as you can see, I am nearly gonna be out of it. What I appreciate though about the L'Oreal shampoos is that you can buy like a bigger size shampoo than the conditioner, so that when you're doing double shampoo, your product won't finish before your conditioner, so you can have it, you know, finish at the same time, because it drives me crazy to have the shampoo finished and then still have a conditioner. So I don't like to. I try to use them up so in a way that they can finish both at the same time, because I hate having like a separate conditioner and not have a set. I'm just very OCD in that sense. And so this shampoo, when I use the micellar shampoo, I just use this one once, and when I'm not using the micellar shampoo, I will shampoo twice with this one. And so far it's been working pretty well, and I like the smell of it. L'Oreal just knows how to make a good scent, and it smells really good. Once I rinse out the shampoo, I will then go and apply the conditioner. The conditioner also smells really good. It's just, they all have the same scent, and they have like this purplish color. The conditioner seems to be very lightweight, so it really helps to kind of just condition the hair, helps with smoothness, and helps to keep it nice and detangled. The days that I don't use a conditioner, I will use the mask. So I also been using the same mask, which basically is the same as the conditioner, but kind of like a little bit thicker and perhaps more intense. Will provide more intense moisture, but also conditioning ingredients and things like that. It's going to provide a little bit more intense moisturization, intense conditioning, because I think I've read the ingredients and they're basically the same. And this one just looks the same as this, but thicker. Anyway, there are days where instead of just using one, I mix them together and I just put them on my hair. I try to apply the conditioner and the mask, you know, the best I can to the mids, to the ends. I try to spread it and ensure that all my hair is being coated. So you will see that I kind of like separate the hair. I part it to ensure that I'm like coating all the hairs with the product, to really ensure to get the benefits of conditioning, detangling, smoothing, and hydration and moisturization to the hairs. I forgot to mention, when I'm using the shampoo, I will sometimes incorporate this Scalp Massager. It's just one that I got from, I don't know if it was Amazon or TK Maxx, which is a store here in the UK. And this is like, these are like these silicone things here, and they don't scratch your hair, so they're very gentle. And to be honest, this is really nice. It feels really good on the scalp, and it's really important because it can help with blood flow, or stimulating the blood flow in the scalp. And this can be very beneficial if you want to have a healthy scalp. With a healthy scalp, you know, you're probably going to have better hair growth and better hair quality and health overall. So that's why I've been trying to use this. To be honest, there's sometimes that I just forget, but I try to use it, and it actually feels very nice and calming and relaxing when you do use it. So once I rinse out my hair after using my conditioner or my hair mask, or both of them together, then my final step in my hair wash routine is to use a hair turban. So at the moment I have this is a white one that I just got off from Boots. I'll try and link it below. Actually, all the products that I'm talking about, they're going to be linked down below. If you live here in the UK, you might find them in Boots, and they usually have very good deals. So I'm going to leave you the links down below for all of the products that I'm mentioning, except for the scalp scrub, but I might try to link one, okay, in case you're interested. And so the final step, once I hop out of the shower after rinsing my hair, I will use a microfiber towel. And these are really popular. You might have seen them already all over the place because they are really, really good. They're very helpful because if you use like a regular towel, that maybe not the biggest problem about using the regular towel is that they're a little bit thicker, right? And they have like these sort of scratchy bits. The problem is when you're like towel drying your hair. So towel drying your hair with these rough movements is not good for the hair. This is spoken about, like experts in hair care, they say this. And I mean experts, people who have a science-based career, that they truly understand about the chemistry and science of hair. It is proven that it's very damaging to dry your hair when you do these rough movements with these cotton towels. They have like these scratchy bits because the friction of that you create while trying to towel dry your hair is going to harm your hair. Basically, it's going to lead to breakage because there's friction, and because your hair is the most vulnerable when it's wet, it's going to lead to breakage and damage in your hair. Therefore, it's advised not to do that, and instead of towel drying your hair, just use some sort of turban like this. These are made with microfiber, and the thing about this is also great because it's going to cut down the time your hair needs to dry. It's going to absorb all the water, so by the time you're ready to start like styling your hair and all that, or blow drying it, you don't have to use the blow dryer for so long because most of the water has come out when using this. So this is a great thing that I've learned and I've incorporated in the past few years, and I think it has been really helpful because it really does cut down in the dry time of my hair. And there you have it. This is my hair wash routine with all the products that I do, all the steps that I do, and this is the routine I've been following. Basically, I've been using this for what, like I think it's gonna be 2 months now, at least for a whole month, because I'm sharing this with my husband. So we've been using this for a month and I'm nearly out of it. This is what's keeping my hair very nice. Bear in mind that I also use other products to style my hair, and if you want to see how I style my hair, I can happily create that video and I can show you how I style my hair and what products I use. But this is my hair so far using this shampoo. And my final thoughts of this range is that I really like it. I'll be honest with you, I used to be afraid of using L'oreal shampoo products, not because I thought that they were bad, but because I have very fine hair and very oily scalp, and I find that L'oreal tends to do shampoos and conditioners that are more for people that have very coarse and dehydrated hair. And this range is also is geared to people who have very damaged and dehydrated hair. But for me, I felt like when I read the reviews, people said that it wasn't leaving their hair oily. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And before, the case of using L'Oreal products was that it would leave my hair a little too soft and oily. And that's why I didn't want to use their products before. But I decided to try this one and it's been great so far. The other thing I like about this range is, especially the shampoo, it also contains salicylic acid. So I think that's what really helps to kind of balance it out. But the other thing is that it contains hyaluronic acid. And like I said, this is a trend. This is a trend, but it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. The thing is, the hyaluronic acid on the hair works very differently from how it works on the skin. Because when it's on the skin, the way the hyaluronic acid works is that it's going to help to extract the moisture from the hair and pull it into your skin. But when it's on the hair, it doesn't really do that. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any benefit. It does really work well for the ends, in the sense that it's going to help condition and kind of seal the split ends, making the hair look overall nicer and healthier. In terms of whether it's going to repair the hair damage, I don't know if it can do that, but it will certainly make your hair look and feel better. However, also having hyaluronic acid in your shampoo, it's going to be the benefits that you're going to see is more in terms of the scalp, and there it can be very good to have hyaluronic acid in the shampoo where it's going to be in contact with your scalp, because it's going to help your scalp feel more hydrated. So there is the most benefit, I think. But then there is of course hyaluronic acid in the conditioner and in the mask, so they work slightly different from the way they work in our scalp. They work slightly different in the way in our hair, but certainly there are benefits to both. So overall, I am very satisfied using this set. I think it works very well. I think I've used other shampoos that just help my hair feel a little bit less oily. I think this one doesn't make my hair feel oily, but it's just a little bit, But overall, I think it doesn't make my hair feel as oily as some of L'Oreal's other shampoos would. So I think it's a great range. If you're thinking of trying it, go ahead. And if you have tried it, tell me what are your thoughts. And without anything else to say about this, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you've been watching all the way to the end, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.